Those who aren't too familiar with you, what would you bring to an NBA team?
Just the way I see myself. I was well gifted with my buddy. I was pretty God. God thank you for that. And I know, like the way I see myself as a franchise player, and I feel like I can bring a lot to the table. Not just scoring, making sure everybody get better every day, being a leader.
You were part of the G League Ignite experiment with the young guys playing with the G League players. What did you learn from that experience as far as becoming a pro and what it takes to make it in the NBA?
I'll say I grew a lot, not just as a basketball player, most as a person, just being around the veterans, Jerry Jack, Mary Johnson. I feel like I gained a lot. I learned how to be around those type of people, especially going to the NBA. I'm gonna be one of the youngest players, so I feel like I'll bring more leadership just from seeing how J Jack take care of himself, how Reggie, everybody on the team.
How would you describe your game at this point?
At this point, I feel like since I left the Bible with the G League, I think I grew a lot. So just seeing myself, I see myself as an all-around player. See myself, whatever I feel better, not just feel better, whatever they need me to be to win a game, to contribute for the team, makes everybody better. That's where I'm gonna go. I don't have any position where I'll be like, this is where I'm gonna score the most. No, it's just me being on the court with the rest of the guys. I will bring more on defense, offense, just being a player.
What did playing in the G League show you, and what do you expect? As you take that next step from the G League to the NBA?
Playing with the G League, it's like I learned a lot. Just coaching staff, the pace of the game, seeing the floor way better, a lot of spacing, all the game plays. I think they're pretty much running the NBA. So that's really a lot of what I needed to go out there and play out there for a year and learn and grow more as a basketball player.
You're kind of projected in that 4 to 6 range there. What would it mean to you to be a top 5 pick this year?
I know for sure I'm a top 5 pick, but I'm not worried about that. So the NBA team didn't drop me. That's just the rankings. We don't know where I might end up, so I don't really be concerned about dropping because I don't really look into it. And I know for sure I didn't drop. That's just how I see things.
After the G League season ended, where were you based mainly to work out, and also what were the key things that you really focused on in your workouts?
After the G League battle, I went to Miami. I started working out there with my trainer, and pretty much focus on everything that I'm comfortable doing. Watch a lot of films, and I think I put in work on my shooting wise. I feel like I'm shooting way better now. Being more consistent on every little aspect that I do on the court. Basically, that's the little things that we really need to correct. And I think since then I've been ready, and I think I've been doing pretty good on my workouts, and I feel like I got better.
For what teams have you also worked out?
So my first workout was a week ago. 2 weeks ago I had Oklahoma coming to Miami to work me out. That was my first workout. And then I flew to Cleveland. I had a workout in Cleveland. My second workout was in Tampa. I worked out with Toronto, and this my third one. And I still got one more back in Miami where Golden State's gonna flew into, but they're gonna watch my workout.
A lot of pre-draft conversation from so-called experts talk about your shooting and your issues with that. How do you answer that?
I'll say my shooting being real good. I feel more comfortable shooting any range, taking any type of shot, because I put a lot of work in since I left the Bible, and I feel like my mechanic being really good.
Does that conversation like that bother you?
Like I said, anything in basketball really don't bother me. As long as I know what I do on the side to get better every day, that's all that matters, and that's pretty much all my focus.
I know you missed the last couple of games in the bubble with, I think it was reported to be a knee injury or something. First, how did you recover from that? Did you find out what it was, and how much did that affect how you were playing in those games? I know it was a limited sample.
I mean, it was only my last game that I got hurt, but it wasn't anything bad that really gonna end up my career or that gonna stop me from playing more games or as many as I want. It was just a tendonitis that I had, like still growing, and that's pretty much it. And I recovered just from lifting, doing squat, and just working out every single day and taking it slowly.
I understand when you're in Miami, you're with Trey Mann and JT Thor. What's it kind of like to work out with those guys, and how has that kind of helped you?
Great people. I really never get to really work out with them because I like to focus on myself and get better every day. But every time after, because I'm basically the one who work out first before everybody, so I stay there and watch everybody work out. Because from just watching, I'm at correct time with my game because we pretty much all play the same position. So from just watching, I feel like I learned a lot. And the great players, let's forget about basketball. Just being around those type of people, the great people, great dude. And I think they're gonna do real good. So I'm really excited to see where they're going.
What's your experience been like here, working out with the Magic and being here for the last day or so?
I mean, it's been real good staff, great coach. They're having a good coach this year. I think they'll go so far, especially having a young team that they're trying to rebuild back together. And I think it's a good system.
What are some of the qualities that you're looking for out of a team that drafts you?
Basically, good relation with the group of the people that is here, coaching staff, everybody, and every players. And I feel like that's the best thing you should get started with, foundation with everybody, being good with everybody. I think that's lead everything on the court.
How would you fit in with this team?
I mean, I'll basically feel let's not just say about this team, but pretty much every team. I feel like as long as I'm playing my role or I'm playing whatever I know that they really need me to be, I think I'll fit. It don't matter how it is, I'll fit anyway.
Just based on your familiarity with all the other top players in this draft class, how strong of a draft class would you say this is?
To me, I'm not gonna say it's a strong draft class this year. A lot of people got good talent. I'm not gonna talk about who and who, but I feel like it's a great year. It's a good draft, and we're just gonna stay and see wherever everybody end up.
What did the coaches have you do today, and how did you feel about that one?
I felt good. I didn't just do one thing I'm really familiar with. I did everything. Just, like I said, being all around player. Like I said, I was thanks God for my body. I was well gifted with the body that I have, that I'm capable to play any position. So it's pretty much we did everything on the court and it felt good.
When did you start playing basketball, and what has your basketball journey been like to get to this point?
So I basically started playing basketball at a really young age. I had parents. My dad played basketball. My dad was really good. He played all the nationals games. He had a chance to come to the U.S. at some point. So he fell in love with my mom and stuff. So he met my mom. So that's how they got us. And I think he sacrificed his dream for us, and here we are today. So basically, me playing basketball, it's just happened. I can't tell you what age, but it's just been there for a minute.
Who do you think will be more emotional on draft night, you or your parents?
Neither of us. This is gonna be, we're here. It's time to put a lot of work in. Just a day to another one. We're just gonna pray God that we're there, we get alive, stay healthy, and start a new journey.
How would you describe your personality? On the court and off the court.
I'll start off the court. I'm the type of person who I like people to come see me, talk to me, meet me, and see what the type of person I am. And I feel like for the most of the people that I talk to, and nobody will ever say anything that Jonathan is this and that. They're always gonna be like, Jonathan's a great dude, because that's just my personality. That's how I was raised. And on the court, I'm one of the supporters. I'll never let one of my players down. I like to encourage everybody. I like to bring energy and be a player in a group of the team, in a group of the other guys.
And if I'm not mistaken, you're one of the youngest players in this draft class. Does that just show how kind of limitless your future is? Do you feel like when it comes to how good you can be, that the sky really is the limit?
Like you said, the sky's the real limit. I don't see myself as the young guys in here. I see myself as a more mature guy. When it comes to the court, it's pretty much NBA, no babies allowed. So I'm not gonna consider myself as the young guy. I'm just gonna consider myself as one of the players and keep up with the tough mentality and just get involved in the game and be the player that I wanna be.